Alrighty, I just got done watching Out of the Darkness. I was curious about this movie, and I'll show the trailer, and then I'll review it and talk to you about it.
Panarashum, teesin berafin in susulardes. Mi henteron, laukatakut.
ببلك النفسن كوكور الأفسن
نفسين ليش؟ وديوب قال تركون
As you can see, that particular trailer was pretty good. And when I saw it was available to watch, I was like, all right, let's watch it. Now, I'm going to be quick and easy with this review, and then I'm going to go a little bit of spoilers, not too bad. The movie started off pretty strong at one point, and it kind of slows down a little bit, and I'll explain why it slows down for me. But all in all, I give this review of this movie. How I grade movies or shows is like how I grade food experience. Is it a fast food experience or a sit-down restaurant experience? This one, at first, I thought it's going to be a bad fast food experience. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. And I'll explain why, right? So basically, before I get into spoilers, basically of the story is these group of people in the Stone Age come on a boat, and they land on this new land, and they're trying to survive. They're starving, and try to find food, and in the meantime, there's something that's hunting them and trying to defeat them. And it's darkness, and they can't see, and they try to survive. That's the gist of it, and things happen. So I love the concept of it. It's great storytelling. And all of the whole movie was good. The shots was good. The acting was great. It was everything good story should. But I'm going to explain now. What I'm going to explain is spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and dip out. Before I say this is an asterisk. What I'm going to say is just my bias because of what I've been fed so much by Hollywood with female-led or women can't do no wrong kind of feel in the last couple years. With this movie, at first, I'll explain a little bit the story of it. But first, when this particular thing happened, I kind of like, oh, I knew it. I called it, and it happened. But I was thinking while I was watching, it's like if this movie was released, 10 years ago, would I still have that particular feel about it? Like, oh, now here we go again. That kind of women can do all things, women and men can't do nothing. I think because it's such a culture thing time and time again with the storytelling with women and men being here, women up here. It's just so obvious. Sometimes I don't look for it. I just sit there to enjoy the story, but I'm like, okay, I guarantee this is going to happen. And sure enough, it does. Nothing against the the movie. The movie's all right. Like I said, I give it a pretty good fast food restaurant. The fries was kind of a little bit warmer than I expected, it's the salt on the fries is really good. But anywho, I'll explain why. So basically, there's a couple guys and 3 girls and a kid in the tribe of the Stone Age group, and the main, well, I thought was the main character, the guy, the main, I guess he was the leader of the pack, and he was Adam, and he's trying to help the tribe get food and try all that kind of stuff. In the meantime, they talk about one particular person called Stray. I guess this girl came, they just brought her up or saved her or whatever from whatever, so she's a part of the group now. You can tell that people kind of give her dirty looks and didn't know who much about her. And Adam at one point was trying to get frisky with her and say a couple things, and right before he was getting ready to do something to her, that's when they all heard the creature, and then they was trying to fight, and one of the creatures grabbed the Adam, the leader's son, and he was on a journey trying to find him. Long story short, watching this, I guarantee she's going to be the main character. Everybody else passes away, and sure enough, that's what happens. Yeah. And she defeats the creatures, which is not a creature. It's somebody else on the property that has a mask and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to go into details of the who they are and all that kind of stuff. You can watch it if you're interested on this. But, at first I was like, oh God, I don't want to watch it. I really want to dip out of it. I was like, oh, it's the same thing every day. Or every movie, I should say. But I figured out, I started it, I'm going to finish it and talk about, and honestly, I said I'm going to talk about it too, to kind of share my perspective on movies anymore. And like I said, it's nothing against the movies or shows. That's what I expect. I expect that theming of, women can't do no wrong, men down here. And there was a couple times where she was kind of telling the other gentleman that didn't pass away, we can do this, you can do this, come on, and all this, and it's just kind of, I guess, that he wasn't a man. He was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. I'm just like, come on, dude. But eventually, he passes away too, and it's just her and, spoiler alert, they find the son, he survives, and her. She finds him in the cave. But anywho, I know that's a lot of event, but I just wanted to share that. I mean, it's nothing against the movie. The movie was okay. It wasn't horrible. I've seen other worse movies that have that really theming that's really heavy-handed. And there's a couple times in the movie where she is injured, and that kind of makes it a little bit better. She has struggles. She's not overpowered. You know what I'm saying? She gets her hand broken and she has to defend herself and all that kind of stuff. So it is a lot of things that she struggles with, and that's probably the reason I like it a little bit better than most, because there is struggle. There is a little bit of thing you rooting for her. Other shows, other movies, there's no struggle. They're just all powerful. They don't need nothing. They know everything. Men down here, they're goofballs and they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's most of them. But this one is not too bad. I recommend it if you're curious about it. It's not that long at all. I think it's an hour and 45 minutes, I think. Not bad. But anyways, I hope this video made sense. And yeah, I just wanted to talk and really talk about my feelings about it. That's not against the movie. It's just me. But anywho, catch y'all later.